The sun had not risen properly in over 10 years. It hovered instead, dim, tired, and copper-colored, just above the horizon, as if unsure whether it was worth the effort anymore. People called it the fading, and no scholar could explain why it was happening. Crops failed. Winters grew longer. Shadows stretched like living things. Elian remembered when the sun was bright. He had been a child then, chasing dust motes through golden air. Now, at 19, his world was lit by lanterns. Every evening, he climbed the western tower of Aurelion, carrying a flame older than the city itself. The lantern of dawn was his charge, passed down through generations of keepers sworn to protect its fire. Legend said the flame was kindled from the sun's first light, captured when the world was young. Elian used to think it was just a story. Until the night the lantern spoke. "Keeper," it whispered, its flame flickering blue instead of gold. "There is little time." Elian nearly dropped it. He was alone in the tower, stone walls biting with cold. I'm imagining this," he muttered. "You are not," the flame replied. "The sun is failing. When it dies, so will this world." Elian's heart hammered. "What do I do?" The flame burned brighter. "You must return the light." By dawn, Elian was standing at the city gates with a pack on his back and the lantern hidden beneath his cloak. The council had forbidden anyone from traveling beyond the outer lands. Darkness had claimed the roads, but Elian didn't ask for permission. Some things were larger than rules. The world beyond Aurelion was broken. Forests stood frozen mid-decay, leaves suspended in gray air. Rivers barely moved, their surfaces dull as tarnished mirrors. At night, creatures of shadow prowled the edges of his firelight, whispering his fears back to him in his own voice. On the 7th night, he nearly turned back. He sat by a dead tree, staring into the flame. "I'm not a hero," he said quietly. "I'm just a lantern keeper." The flame pulsed warmly. "Heroes are only people who choose not to walk away." At dawn, the spire of Sol appeared on the horizon, a jagged mountain piercing the sky. According to legend, it was where the sun first touched the earth. The climb nearly killed him. Ice burned his hands. Wind screamed like something alive. When Elian reached the summit, the sun hung directly above him, so close it hurt to look at, yet so dim it barely warmed his skin. A massive crack split the sky, like a wound. "The sun is broken," Elian whispered. "Yes," the flame said softly. "And it must be mended." "How?" Elian asked. There was a pause, longer than before. "With you." Understanding hit like a blade. The lantern wasn't meant to return light. It was meant to carry it. Elian laughed weakly. "You could have mentioned that earlier." "You would not have come," the flame replied. Elian stepped forward, holding the lantern high. The air shimmered, heat and cold colliding. His memories surged, his mother's smile, the streets of Aurelion glowing at dusk, the simple joy of a world that once knew morning. "I'm afraid," he admitted. "So was the first sun," the flame said. "And it still rose." Elian opened the lantern. Light exploded outward, pure, blinding, alive. It tore through him, not with pain, but with warmth so complete it felt like being known. He felt himself unravel, thread by shining thread, woven into something vast. The sun flared. For the first time in a decade, it rose. In Aurelion, bells rang as shadows retreated. Crops shimmered with green. Children shielded their eyes, laughing at the unfamiliar brightness. High above the world, the sun burned golden once more. And within its heart, a quiet, steady warmth remained, watching, waiting, keeping the light.